I have to apologize. We lost earlier, but we got him back from New York. Lonnie Soury is our guest. He's an advisor to Arkansas Take Action. We're talking about the West Memphis 3 case, and that's the case of Damian Eccles, Jesse Miskelly, and Jason Baldwin, 3 men convicted back in 93-94 for those horrific murders in West Memphis, Arkansas. The evidence at the time, not very strong. The evidence that has come out recently has been even less strong. DNA evidence that they've had does not link any of the 3 to the murders as far as DNA. In fact, some of the DNA, as Lonnie was talking about earlier, links one of the stepfathers to the crime, Terry Hobbs. His DNA has showed up on a rope. So as we were talking about in the last segment, Lonnie, this is all funneling now to possibly a new trial. I guess there's going to be a hearing in December. And as we talk about all this, this is a slow process to get this get another trial, isn't it?
It's amazing. You know, it's so easy to convict an innocent man and so difficult to free one. The system, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty, and once that happens, the law moves very slowly, even with new evidence, even with overwhelming sentiment now. It is a very slow process. It happens all around the country, not just in Arkansas or Tennessee, but certainly in New York, which probably has one of the highest number of wrongful convictions. So we are not alone in Arkansas, but things have changed, and the people in Arkansas or West Memphis and Memphis have really gone through the community has changed. We got tremendous support from the community now. The Commercial Appeal, which is a local newspaper you guys, I assume, read.
Yes.
In addition to listen to talk radio, has been tremendous in their coverage and the issues they cover. And in fact, it was the Commercial Appeal that printed Jesse Miskelly's confession before Damian Eccles' trial. So there's been a real change, and that's great. I know people talk about people coming in from out of town, but you know, we're all sort of in this together, and innocence has no borders. So,
Lonnie, my problem, and I don't know if I'm stating it correctly, is that in all of this, the DNA. I remember Hurricane Carter was freed, and I know the work that Barry Scheck has done with the Innocence Project, and I applaud that. But is it, well, let me ask it this way.
Sure.
Is it easy for those who believe as you do to sit back and quarterback and second guess everything? And I'm not saying there's any malice in it, but I am wary of all the stars and everybody getting together and everybody saying that they're totally innocent.
You know, I would ask you and your audience to look at the evidence. You know, we have just look at the facts. We have a website called freewestmemphis3.org or WM3.org. There's a tremendous amount of evidence and research on this case. Just look at the evidence. That's all we ask. I mean, I try to be objective. I really do. Obviously, I have my interests, but we put out everything the prosecutor writes, everything our defense lawyers write goes on the website so people can see and come to their own decisions. I think the people that have supported this case, certainly like Natalie Maines and Eddie Vedder and Johnny Depp, they come to this with genuine feelings. This isn't some kind of let's go find a case to support. You know, it's not easy to get support. It's not easy to free the innocent. This isn't, you know, in essence, a cause celeb because there's, you know, it's just something to hang their hat on. This is real serious. Damian Eccles spends 23 hours a day in prison in solitary confinement. We believe he's innocent. We certainly believe there's enough evidence for a new trial. This is serious business, and it's not. And I agree, and it's not come too lightly. The people that work on this case, the people that have a commitment, the families of the victims, and the family. You know, 2 out of the 3 families of the victims have come forth and have called on for a new trial. That's compelling. It's not, you know, these people came to this themselves. You know, they weren't very supportive of these 3 men at the trials. But they've come across, and what would motivate a mother like Pam Hobbs or a father like Byers to ask the courts to overturn this conviction?
That's a strong statement. Lonnie Soury is our guest. He's an advisor to Arkansas Take Action. The tip line, if you know anything about this case and want to pass it on to others. 501-256-1775. That's 501-256-1775. And while we're talking phone numbers, if you have a question of Lonnie Soury, you can join us here on Talk Memphis. Our number is 683-0989. That's 683-0989.
Now, Lonnie, you've talked about the new evidence that will probably, or that has gotten them a new hearing and could lead to proving their innocence or proving that they were wrongfully convicted. If that happens, do you think there'll be a new investigation into, as you said, there was DNA found that involved Terry Hobbs? Are they going to look at him for this? Or
well, we would hope they would go back. From what I understand, from what people have told me, the West Memphis police chief has said to them, bring me evidence, I'll investigate. We hope the gentleman who seems like a decent guy, I've forgotten his name now, is serious and will investigate. But it's very hard. It's very hard. And what often happens, it's unfortunate, but the guilty go free. And but everything that we have uncovered, we'd be glad to turn over to prosecutors and to the West Memphis Police Department after. Hopefully, if we get a new trial, or if these young men are exonerated. Well,
Lonnie, let me ask this: Have you or your organization, or those feeling as you do, have they communicated the factual things? And I know you said you had the website. Have they communicated the DNA and all of that to the West Memphis Police Department?
Oh yeah, well it's all in court papers. Yes, everything we uncover goes to the court. In the form of motions. We've actually collaborated closely with the West Memphis Police Department and the prosecutor's office. They have been very helpful, actually, as we come by. They've responded very quickly to our attorneys. They've turned over everything that they have. Somewhat, unfortunately, the material from the crime scene was lost. But they, I would say, have been very cooperative, and hopefully they'd like to see justice done now as well.
Lonnie, many thanks for joining us on the show and laying all of this out. We'll pass along the tip line, and would certainly love to have you back to discuss this more.
I'd be glad to come back anytime your audience wants to hear from me and this case, and we really appreciate you asking us on, and we appreciate the support from your community, from Memphis and West Memphis and Little Rock.
Lonnie, thanks for joining us on Talk Memphis.